Like, we all have to have a great deal of patience with ourselves. It takes time to develop a chakra system, to even believe that this is possible because, you don't learn about this in public school, universities. It's something that's unique to the karma of people that do it. And it takes time to master it. It takes time to learn it. And time almost becomes irrelevant. A day feels like a month and a year feels like a day. But in that period, through the proper use of breathing, proper use of our mind, we develop a chakra system and we build a link between ourselves and higher energy in the universe, a link that nurtures every single aspect of one's life. And I think it's important. We all are going to make mistakes. We're all going to blow it. I mean, I came to a point where I began to realize that mistakes are just problems that I need to learn how to work with and overcome inside myself. And learn to forgive other people, to forgive ourselves, because part of the evolution of consciousness has to do with making mistakes and learning from them and not beating oneself up because they did something you feel is not right or wrong or whatever it is. So patience is the key. And I remember, I've mentioned this a number of times, but Rudy once he said it in a way that was so simple and so direct that I have never forgotten it. He said, it takes 9 months to have a baby. It takes 1 second to die. And this, to me, was an extraordinary teaching because what we are giving birth to is ourselves. It's kind of an immaculate conception, connecting with spirit that enables us to give birth to higher consciousness inside ourselves. We become a child of God because we have built a system inside that enables us to connect with spirit. And that takes patience, it takes time. And frankly, we have a lifetime to do it. And if we don't do it in this lifetime, we have the next lifetime to do it. The universe has patience with us, so we have to have patience with ourselves and just learn how to develop that profound and deep connection with higher energy in the universe. Does anyone have a question they'd like to ask? And in the midst of all, have a good laugh at yourself. I mean, it really helps to break down tension, just to be able to chuckle at, sometimes when we do stupid things, they're just, all right, schmuck, you did something stupid. Okay. And have a laugh and learn from it instead of getting all uptight and wound up and stupid and crazy. Does anyone have a question they'd like to ask?
Stuart, I have a question, Bob Sink.
What would I do, Bob, if you didn't ask a question? Thank you. Go on. I'm
Well,
just
there are a lot of really good questions that have been coming through, and so I'm grateful
well,
to other students having questions because, and they're brilliant.
yeah, I know. And look, this book of mine, Rudra Meditation, it's a product of questions asked me in this class. I mean, I took, the transcript of the videos of this meditation class and made a book out of it, and it became an extraordinary book. So I have to be grateful to each and every one of you But that's why I always mention at the beginning, ask questions. No, go ahead, Bob. I'm sorry. Ask your
I forgot the question.
okay.
My the work that's where I spend 80% of my day is working with uh, my impatience. Um, it feels as if it's hardwired, and and I want to deconstruct that idea.
The simple answer, Bob, is open your heart. That's the answer. Open your heart. Allow that juice that emanates from an open heart to permeate every part of your body. And you will have, you will have patience. I mean, it's not a problem of the mind, it's a problem of the heart. We need to open, and whatever that you're doing during the day, instead of it being a pain in the ass, have gratitude for it. It's providing food, it's providing, clothing, a place to live. People that come into your life, some of them can be very difficult. Some of them get very, you always talk about people that are, who have gotten sick and how do you work with that? You understand? Using everything as a reason to deepen yourself, not to be upset, but to deepen yourself. How do I deal with these people? You can't deal with them by arguing and fighting with them or knowing better than them. You can deal with them by listening to them and learning why you attracted them and how you have to change inside yourself. That will give you patience, along with many other things. And we need to learn these things. And they're not things that are easy to learn because habitually we do the exact opposite. We're trained by society to do the exact opposite. So we have to retrain ourselves. We have to become like Pavlovian dogs, retraining ourselves to function in a different way, conditioning ourselves to function with an open heart instead of anger, resentment, knowing better than everybody. That's probably the worst one. The hardest people to be around are people that are right all the time. I mean, you know, they're crystallized. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing. How do they function? I mean, Rudy always used to say to me, he'd much rather be wrong all the time. At least there's something to learn. Teach me something. So all of that is a way of getting patience. And the person you have to get patient with is yourself. And if you learn to have patience with yourself, you'll have patience with other people. Does anyone else have a question they would like to ask?
Stuart, I have a question. This is Derek.
Yes, Derek?
Is it okay to feel sad when you see people go through stuff, not not yourself, that it's just their stuff, and is that something I should be working on?
Sadness isn't a negative thing. I mean, if somebody in your life passes away, there's grief. It's part of the emotion inside you. The problem is, don't cling to it. You understand? Don't let it take over. It's a little voice inside you. Yes, loss creates sadness. Seeing people do damage to themselves can create sadness. Nothing wrong with that. Problem is when you turn that little sadness into Frankenstein, becomes depression, unhappiness, it goes on for months. So there's nothing wrong with that, Derek. No, I mean it. It's just that you have to be developed enough inside to have a little sadness and let it go. Just let it go. You don't have to spend the next 10 years being sad because of something that happened. I mean, there's the next moment, and who knows what the next moment's going to bring. You might win the lotto the next moment, you know? I mean, you never know what the next moment is going to bring. So it's not a matter of being sad, it's a matter of clinging to it, the depression that stems from it. And it's a matter of building the chakra below the navel because that gives you the strength to detach. Does anyone else have a question they'd like to ask? I'll tell you a wonderful thing that happened to me today. I'm doing podcasts, a lot of them. And, Alan is here, who I did a podcast with, a very, very wonderful man, and he's here coming to, experience what we do here. But I do one in the last week or so. I've been doing with these young people in India. And it's been so fantastic doing these things because they're all in their 20s and they're so interested in alternative ways of approaching the world and really finding spirit and finding God and positive things in life. I'm telling you, I'm really touched by it, really, really touched by it. So I said to one of them, I said yesterday, I said, I might make a trip to India. Oh, you will be taken care of if you come here. Will be taken. Only as the Indians can do it. I mean, it's very wonderful. Does anyone else have a question they'd like to? Okay. God bless you all. Thank you for being here, being in my life. And honestly, your presence here just makes me go very deep inside. And I have nothing but gratitude for each and every one of you being here. So God bless you all. And there'll be a meditation this evening. Jennifer will teach it. And there'll be another, next class like this will be on Sunday. So thank you. God bless you. Have a wonderful
Thank you
day.
very much, sir.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.